foreign currency. We are using scarce foreign currency to import chikafu. Saka idea ilipo ndeyekuti we want to prevent kuimport chikafu. Tida reproduce tega chikafu chedu. Ndrodonzo rechi recommend. The second one is to achieve food security. Food security ili pairi. Pane inonzi household food security. Because there inonzi national food security. And tikatarisa nyaya ye presidential inputs. Yekuti a household inopuwa sagre D, sagre AN, ne 10 kgs dembe zimengua ne beans. What the government is trying to do is to achieve what is known as household food security. But tikata kuya kuma A2 pharmacies too. This is supposed to achieve what is known as national food security. In other words, no tarisirwa kuti tinenge deliver chikafu chedu kana zvirimwa zvedu ku GMP. Andita weda everything else being equal.
Mukapana samanyika kuti waite ma MC. Vanotendereka ndatara nyaya asi atara zvakawanda asangada kutaura zvakada kutaura vadangotaura straight chete kuti izvi ndo zvatikuda. But no, thanks TC for the introductions. Chakungogumharusa kuti makadi nenyu nemvura yanaye hope inobetsera zvasara zvacho.
Mukaenda pa plot 46 next to my farm plot 44. Those old balls were being vandalized. If you can estimate how many meterage from that particular plot 44 to come plot 44 Pandiri, 46 and 40, pedo na pedo, but hapachina pakarindi bamatombo na bagara mkombo. Chef kutanyaya makomiti kwa kanaka skulu za mareko. In the training. Chef to kumbira muti tutakiro mishain phrase by phrase. Chitarakita acho chinofa butongi no utungamiri kunorudo semuningi wangu matibiri waramba vata pastirori nokuti kana usingadi kupota kuota kuti uvinda nekundari zobetserizwa chef ndamotsagira matarakita kuna vamunangagwa mutauro kuti vanhu vari mangu Norton constituency vasara sei what 11 inches yavane tractor what 26 inches yavane tractor potsi kungopa mufananidzo kuwa mari mawatawa ndamoti chemera matarakita anouya zvima andibuka Brazil achawe noshana moziko lo yatira kwete ngorama mchingoti tutira malen baron nempava dzichingopinda tati isusu mbava idzo dzisungise isu zvamuri kuita muchichema dango kumusoro ikoko asi toda kutarakita moya navasenga mabatana toyatori migwaminda muno ndingakona kuita hekeri mbiri dzenzungu ugoyotora chiputu ngono pavana kushurufu
I'm John Kadatanya, constituency, Vanoramba, speak up with Iowa, talk about a national issue. So, to mechanization, for example, Norton. Yeah, example. So, Nyaya Command Agriculture, Yataura, and I'm glad that Vasengai has been there for a while. I always say to me, he has lived with politicians for a long time. He knows how to avoid politicians by all means. Nakaona trick zao vanoti aiwa pangu nde up zvema politicians vosiyana nazvo imwe ichapindwa. But statistics which he presents 15,000 hectares ndo dzakapiwa, but in terms of inputs yema fertilizer 3%, in terms of fuel 18%. You then say to yourself, is this program worth carrying on? See, you now need to do an analysis. Yechokwadi. Zvinonetsa ndezvekuti vamwe vanobva vati aiwa tingataura program yakatangwa napresident but isusu kuparliament chedu oversight kuona kuti zvakatangwa napresident zviri kufamba nenzira chaiyo here. See, Great Dyke investment ya president wakaenda kuthing Russia vakanosaina. Asi vanobva vatya kuti havangataure nekuti president vasaina. Asi president munguva pane zvimwe zvavakasiyirira zvisina kuitwa musha ndobasa redu. isuma parliamentarians kuti chivunza kuti but makaenda ku Russia kunotsvaga mari kasi mari yacho makawana muAfrica Russians achati ndo achaunza mari konde zvipi handizve because ikasadaro then the aspect of oversight is not there. Command Agriculture is oversight. We'll ask the Minister of Agriculture with the facts. So this is what happened. So how do we then deal with food security? And I think it is the import substitution for maize. There's a term. Kutito Command Agriculture really was to it's
production for import substitution.
Yes, you see. So that's what it is. Could foreign currency T7 setting it to Zambia kana kunedzi munyika toitezvo. Saka chirongwa chese chine program, chine ma objectives ayo. And mafana kuzibata chine ma objectives ayo. So azvizokuita noise kustart ma objectives first. Tot ma objectives acho ari kumitwa here. Then the program cannot continue. So if you are getting inputs of 3% fertilizer, then what is the point? So now what you see is a situation now you put my government workers, agritechs under pressure. Corruption, and munwese wakuengana. But can you make a man of statistics at 3%, you start to say, no, sir. So this meeting is critical in educating the farmers. So that so these statistics are given to you, then appreciate why I didn't get. You also have to ask yourself, should I join the program? Is it getting easier? Is it getting tougher? Talking the concept here, German. He has a right because he said the government must provide mechanization. Because if it has provided mechanization, why are we not getting? He also has a valid point. So an answer needs to come through. So Command Agriculture is a noble idea, it remains a noble idea. But for as long as the implementation is not done, but done timelessly. Yes. The key word is timelessly, because it's agriculture. Then we have a problem. As better Kuba Sengai, defertilizer is. And who's one? And was up, Chibaki, Tennessee. So to us, timelessly is important because my seasons are getting now. So you don't tend to saying I could many times you are there to give these facts to the farmers and so forth. And then the tend out to Ramati Billy's Ramaita is Norton Farmers Association, which is that's what I expect of a farming organization to meet everyone. And it's a good start. And while it's a good start, a lot more will happen. Tine my investors akawanda akamira wadakuisa marima agriculture. Mchaita matrips yenyika nenyika mchifamba mahara nema exchange program will organize kamaneta, but they will not at all deal with you if you're not organized. They will not at all deal with you if you're not trustworthy. Nyae mechanization nema tractor is not an issue. I've always said, and I keep on saying it. I am prepared to even go to Bain and get 10 tractors and put my property as guarantor. But what guarantee do I have you pay back? Yes. The issue is not the money. The issue is the trust in you. Karamajitazo badra maharo $1. How can I trust you? It starts from there. So to me, mukona ndiji mira kudai. Azokuti my investors andina shamal zodaku investor ayo. If you look at the amount of money I spent at an election, it can probably buy 40, 60 tractors. But where is the trust? We give you maharo, apanando badagana dora. So how will you then pay for a tractor? Property are going to what? So to me, I want to talk about Nyai TC as we go on. As much as it sounds little, it measures the level of trust. At no point can I give more. Because the question that people ask me, do you trust your farmers for us to do this? So, I will not unlock value, and it's called unlocking value. For as long as Tisina Chokwadi, Command Agriculture is the same thing. Sengai must be able to farmer economics anaye. Alkubadere ku GMB, that's what GMB is. Because it is important kuti requirement recommend agriculture so that we pass a test acho. Without the tower nyaya ye mechanization. Muri right kuti mechanization kumwe kunzvimbo dziripo, and credit must go kuna vashamu kuti nguva yemechanization vakajamba gonari governor achipa vanhu zvinhu and so forth. I equally did the same. Ndiriko kurungwe west ndikatsvagirawo madzimambo matractor chichi tikamanya and so forth. But that mechanization period yakaenda. Look at the tractors which are there were during the mechanization program, which was there yakaitwa neRBZ nagono isuwa mulipata na combine harvest chi and so forth. Ndoda mudzidze chino wani kuti muka concentrate too much on politics and not economics and development at the time, you lose out. I repeat this, you lose out. Nekuti nguva inenge chifamba, uchita politics. Nasi chero sekuru wanga wa moyo wali chamini discover the chicha mnacho politics hapa kutukwa chete kwe. Ma politicians wanotsigila watu kuti vazive kuti vanoda tractor aisvike. Ndo vari kutora. Are you with me? So to me, we have got to totally have the discipline of separating economics, development, and politics.
Yes.
The day you master that, like the president himself. I was with the president on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock he says come, on 5 o'clock he was there. Other ministers were waiting, but because they'd given me 5 o'clock, I saw him at 5 o'clock. And all we talked about was development. So even the new president who is there is not interested in politics. His mantra is economics. When he says Zimbabwe is open for business, he did not say Zimbabwe is open for politics. So you must then catch on. It's business which makes politics strong. Without business, politics is weak. We must understand that politics, my comrades, what people now need their welfare to improve through economic emancipation. So we must borrow that from His Excellency, because Zimbabwe is open for business. When it is open for business, the politics are richadiwa. My elections appear, development, and so forth. Mechanization program is gone. But I like the idea, Kuti, are we able to organize ourselves farm by farm and get tractors? Yes. That to me is an issue. I can tell you today it's not an issue. With the network, with the contacts I have, it's not even an issue. But we sit down. It becomes structured to a point where we say, okay, we need 30 tractors per farmer. But it must not only come a tractor. It must have a plow, a harrow, and a planter, and a boom spray. So if family murungu kana ya tiri tofana kuira na toenda back mindi atatora toti airi mama hectares manganichi bage pano. Toti 200. Tona wane minda ipapo. 100. Wochi rima 200 is we need 10. But agri-techs nyaya watore education becomes fundamental. There is more education needed now than any other time, because even the soil sampling tests where you are right now, the soils probably can't even grow maize.
ndipo pamunoda madhumeni vakadzidza manje training kuti ivwiri mukura muchiwana 1 ton per hectares because hapana chainacho. If when varungu had my farms maombe aya, it was crop rotation. Apa oisa road grass. And ine mari futa haite crop rotation is namari. Oisa oats. You know, there is a farm that my sister is a joint partnership with in Mangura. You see it. Those who followed TV at times, no more. I got that partnership. Varungwa vanorima wheat, vanorima oats. Kuti vafide mombe. Oats. But it's part of crop rotation. But the crop rotation, you feed. So at no point do they do anything. You see, I to say, this is where the education is critical. They have knowledge. They've been underutilized because we are too political. Let them go back to their core business. When the Rhodesian government put a structure like Agri-Tex, hate the word Rhodesia, but don't ignore what their policies were. Visai Rhodesia, Visai political side. Zitaracho. But Musa Chinje, Zangawaka Mirira. You modify it according to what we have today. They were very clear. They had a plan, they had a strategy. So to us, Royal Agri-Tex officer and hey, when we talk about education, how many of us really understand agriculture? How many of us understand the crop rotation? All those issues. Tobacco tinolima pa same field, everything, my diseases. Even munoti ndimi munorwara chete chero so inorwara ma disease. But atizive tongota so the same treatment that no one now imimi kuti murara marwara. So inoda over treatment here. Munyazo understand that this is science now. This is science, and these are the scientists to be able to give you an understanding of what it is and so forth. So I'm touching on the aspect of education. Yeah, it is fundamental, and you must deal with farmers who understand what they are doing. We've been attacked with but let every owner of the farm have a basic understanding of agriculture. Whether it's 4 weekends that we're meeting, any certificate inini nda understand. Chero ari kunze kwenyika ano relator. There's really anazo. But most of the farmers don't have a basic understanding. As a result, we then are not able to farm properly and so forth. Amati biri munoona uti wese varipo ere vaitwa ma organization open ma certificates lunch wetu amushe ma lectures we are waiting ngikiri a prize done maenda, but everybody is empowered. Mangwana another tractor certificate yakwe group. Amen. Another certificate yakwe group. Another certificate yakwe group. Without a certificate we are not giving. Because tinochika tunozosira sei Maria yacho sina ruzivo. Watumira manager wako ai watoda iwe muridzi unge une understanding nekuti ndoono signa manager wako asaine zvemani handizve iwe ndoono signa. So to me the aspect of education I cannot overemphasize because it is quite critical at the end of the day. Tataura nyaya yechibero. Do you know I'm disappointed. You know that I spoke to Membe to redo the entire Chibero College as implants. They are prepared to spend up to $3 million US. I'm telling you a figure now. Put new blocks, put tractors, put everything. Tawirira. Like at Temba, I will do it. Unfortunately, tangata kuenda kuma elections washira wafanga wachuya tikada konisha wasipo skanzino no Temba mirai teachers with my elections I want to be there as a minister of agriculture because I said I've found them a strategic partner because it has to become a hub of agriculture. Research is important and simple as agriculture. Saka research yawe kuvaku Chibero College is as good as finished. There's nothing. So that whole money was going to redo the place. They bring in new tractors, they do everything and all that. And it then becomes a true research center and agricultural college. Because you cannot talk about improving agriculture without research. It doesn't make sense. Research aspect has got to be there. So, Principal Wacho Aripo, I was hoping that, Pachibero, Day Pacho, to know where to get Chibero, Day, and I remember Tenga Nyama, they were very involved, everybody was going to attend, but unfortunately, Rashid was very good. Please, Dino Kumbira, Na Kumbira, as a minister. I think you remember, Kuti. I wanted to do it myself. Initiative. Because I now remember 3 weeks ago, Hon Temba, I'm waiting on you. Where are we in terms of Chibero? The reason why Chibero is critical, and I want Norton Farmers Association to be involved, for you to be forefront of it. Kuti, what we need are A, B, C, D. So you look at a situation where they can buy as many tractors. But those tractors equally can be disbursed to certain areas. But the mechanization servicing him tractors is done by Chibero, because now the mechanization yawe inengetese ya equipwa and so forth. Because the issue ngapiwa my tractors are and so forth. And he was talking about John Deere, nothing else. For Zimplats, they don't want anything. They don't work with cheap things. They want the best. John Deere, but nothing else. So you have a John Deere workshop. Inenge lipo pa Chibero, inenge chiservice ama tractor, achienda huku. But ma tractor panoenda, ma lectures, ma researchers anoenda ufuti. Achino kubekza kuti zvamuruguru grow ndizvo rechairo. So then you have a system yekuti ma crops amukugwa kudara amatibiri ane market. Ane market. Because you cannot grow crops disina market. Andizvo. Usazoti ndakubvisa honorable nduna ndowanda kutsvaga ayo. We must laugh along. So I think, so you must have a market. But whatever you're growing, where is it going? And there is no better area, farming area in this country for a better position than Norton. Mukaona na Dennis Norman nachita maprazi kunze. Zvimwe zvacho ndokanchiti audi kunyanya ufunga too much. Inini kuti nditenge moto paprazi ndinovhunza kuti murungu anobheka moto yakaita sei. Ndoya ndinotenga. Because ndinoziva, because zvimwe zvacho hazvisi zvokuda kushamisira. They've tried those cars, tried and tested, they didn't work. So munoona kuti Dennis Norman was here. A lot of Norton Yangenendiri, dairy, everything. And what the challenge and the homework we have is how can we get Norton to reclaim that position. Amati Biri will tell you the number of meetings and discussions he has with making Norton a green belt. Logistically, it's convenient. Kungotora maenda ku airport, zvinozvaenda, ari horticulture. There are certain things which you have which no one has in the country. You have water, down there, Chibero. I mean, agriculture is about water. The climatic conditions is one of the few areas where you hardly have a drought. That's the truth of the matter. You hardly have a drought. So all those conditions, you are on the highway. Blawayo, Harare, Blawai. You are strategically positioned for anything. You've got an agricultural college in Chibero, which probably was the second. I think the first was Gwebi. Then they moved to Chibero. You know, so in agriculture and as far as what are we in Hondo Manji Council? I think it's because this is really unyanyike agriculture yanyika. So I talked about Zimplats coming in. Mechanization we go to Isusu Kunoton. You see, as much as the Rimba, I found in community ownership trust, but what you cannot take away from Rimba is pavakapiwa mari yavo community ownership trust vakanotenga marigi magreda chi saka vakuhaisa zvinhu zvinhu isusu patakapiwa mari yaya maybe there was no proper representation. We then chose the things because that 10 million which was given for you to understand was divided into the various constituencies. Are you with me? And my figures are kuti Norton Marieni maidai chikoro chikavakwa but vamwe vakanotenga magreda maboni chichi zvese zvavakwa aisa izvezvi one maroads avo ari clear vanoda mvura vagadzira maballs so road network mission yavo maball mission yavo anomunyazopanze pa so they went and did that and created a company now that is able to service that and the company makes money from that. Ndikutaura izvi nekuti there is an aspect of the roads. You cannot farm with poor road network. You cannot farm with poor road network. These roads require you to have a helicopter. What are we doing about that? There is no way as people come to a market uzotora zvinhu kufarm kwenyu road it's not miramush. Tataura tese mukabva panapa you are dreading the roads. Muchidzokera. What are we doing about the road network? With the Chinese who are here. And take note of this Matibira. I've talked about Zimplats that we must bring to the table for the bigger vision, for the bigger plan. Because the money is there. It's just how organized you are. My proposals are munoita intelligent my economies moenda Catch University. And I invite on a Dr. Murira Muswa 22 and the Norton Farmers Association who could tanga a program here artificial insemination. Because Catch University are creating a lab here artificial insemination. And I was invited because I was the first person to donate 25 heifers per university Chinoi. So they've always invited me to that. So it's a new scientific Nigeria way. Ekuti simeni I don't know mama uzorinda. Yes, yeah. Muswa 22 iri kusaka handei pamwe chete munge muripo. Lutanya ine kuti my Chinese musane now too much. They are here. But when they are here, we want to know their contribution to the community. Not to individuals, but to the what? Community. Alpha Shiniripo, China knows Ben is understanding. No going to share the water to Ben to that chakat my roads are Murgura. Tadat Mucha Gazet, as Simbe ask Kamcha Shandisa and Gagazero. Munyazo Panzo. My China ayo ndaitana na honorable Kapuya so complaining that this is stuff. We are bringing them to the table. And Kuti, we have invited you to come. We want you to see the roads. You have damaged these roads. What are you going to do about it? Not only that, we actually want a tar. We no longer want a gravel road. We want a what? A tar. So that meeting has got to happen as soon as possible where the stakeholders are there, the farmers are there, Minister of Roads is there, Councillor Waripo, DA Waripo, Tesa Tochikurukura uti chii cha mchaita nekuti mapwanya nzira hizo. And the Takuda Tara. That factory that is there belongs to the biggest ceramic tile company in the world in China. Okay, my China, but you cannot take work ethic yao. Chero imbaye kumusha kwa wakataka 5 years ago, so to our pets. He was 3 months rapids. Izo mnofana kwa hapa, the culture of work. Unopura papa ya chinuani, unobeba hapa personal roof, uchizokera dai pani roof. Unaona jidina cha hapa, next thing, yeah, that's how they work and you must learn from them in terms of that. They come here to do business and they said by March, April we are done, we are starting to do this whole thing. And they are on target. So they must come in. But the reason why I want the Chinese to come in is on the agriculture part to say we also want tractors. We also want what? Tractors. I think I'm telling you, na Bain and John D. Tisna Maria. Toti imimi say corporate social responsibility. Tichagrekana matractor 50. Chete tudaji? Atida matractor 50. Kuti munogara nesu muno mubetrane muno. Not only that, I have 50 in their corporate social responsibility. Today I'm 50. Achakubadarai. Imimi shansa imadi dhenyu kukuno kutokubadarai. Ipapo ndipopa mnonoti ya muna MP no structure. That's my area. That's my area. So they are prepared to do that. Not only that, this vision is big. You then become the distributors of the tractors. I was the first person to get cabinet authority. My tractor, I was the first person to sign a chunk from Nigamuno. Nine company owns Salt Lakes. Ndakaenda kuma China. Changfa yesa mnona ndinda kateza kuunza changfa munyika muno. Cabinet authority ndikapiwa ndikaenda. Government then took over. There are many other cars zirimo muno munyika ndakaenda ku China ndikaita izvo. So what then happens? You then link up ne company yacho ku China. Inogadzira zvinizvozvo, you become the distributors. So Norton Farmers Association must not only think of being, you must think on the business aspect. Yes. Farmers Corp was created because farmers are the cooperative. And we will not have another meeting. I hope you're capturing what I'm saying, because in the Occupy vision, the next thing, that family vision, more implemented. Those are my ministers. So you now need to have a vehicle, a company, set aside. Ye Norton Farmers Association company. You put it, Cheloma fertilizer. Makunotora muchunza. My tractor, makunotora muchunza. I'm able to create lines of credit for you tomorrow. We'll go to South Africa, we'll go to Zambia. As I speak, muchida even fertilizer D in next season. I did not tell you this, but I think that I'm the one who brought in 80,000 tons of metric tons of AN in Mikamuno this season. Janeta, I went to my friends in Zambia. In 1 week, the deal was signed. President Wariku Wafamba Wachiwenga was acting president. He got things done. In 1 week, the deal was signed. The fertilizer, my friends bought here ammonia, omnia, yes, Yangani 20,000 tons, yes, so these are my friends, I can tell you this. I'm the one who did the deal. So why would I not ask them, can you just give us 200 tons of D and AN, pachikwere tichakupa mpicham. Wanu wofana kutenga ma inputs. Yes. You see, it's a business I can do myself, but I don't do business where I represent people. I don't do business where I represent people. But I can be the guarantor for that fertilizer. Toto enda ku Zambia kunoona zvese zviriko, and then fuel yakunzunza. You go and get a license under Norton Farmers Association. Mopiwa license fuel. These guys are the ones who also supply fuel in Zambia. They supply fuel to the government of Zambia. And one know, but after 5 years, they have so much money to run the government oil fuel. What about after 5 years? So you cannot farm without fuel. So you now need to find takudzokera kuma farms aya anema tank. Sekurumo, mukuzwana? Anema tank. They were not stupid. Mota if farm in a capacity of 50,000. If farm in a capacity of 30,000. My tankers are actually safe, but mune system yokuti ma farmers are not tora ipapo. You don't need to go anywhere else. But muma prazu mumune ma depo. If you go on my farm, I think my tankers are worth about 12,000 liters. Which really a farmer doesn't need, but you know gonna go hold way up. Moita contract, mune security company, I'm not put up a requisition, farmer not think a few out think up. But at a subsidized price. Are you understanding? At a subsidized price. So all these things, fertilizer, maningikiri, mishonga mombe. I buy in Zambia. As I'm driving, ndikenda ku farm, mangwana kuseni ndikupinda mZambia. Mande kuseni ndotenga ndochidzoka. Because ndikutenga because it is half the thing price in Zambia. Avari polete zvemombe. Ndowe kupa ningiri dumsana ripo. Akagara pamene kuti munenyaso mziwe. Norton yakafuma dumisani waudze kuti kuti company amunaendepi zvamunoita ndezvipi. Kamuda kuti nyaya yemombe munotama mushonga wemombe uya nokupa mushonga yese. Involves introducer for 2 minutes with Razi.
Okay. Company Edu is currently the largest abattoirs in the country. We are called Montana Cattle Meats. We recently merged Sakati Tenga Mom and Bazohano to Gusharan my NGO, Basrama farmers, and working with the vets department also. Kubasa to my farmers, I want to Mushonga. Because we know it is a challenge. So we're a private company and the beef industry, we've got about over 30 years experience.
You see, he also works well in Erasmus. Erasmus ndiye muridzi weCoopers.
Cooper Zimbabwe.
Cooper Zimbabwe. And Cooper Zimbabwe unoziya. Ndiye muridzi wayo. Mishonga yamotara, and there is no reason. I think he once donated some cattle to railway. I think when I was chairman at the time. Pane mombe dzakamburi mama buru akadonate. So you go and agree with them. Listen, we'll pay you after 30 days. Tipewo credit. We'll pay you Tick diwananingwa nazo maku chengeta mombe dzenyu. I don't just understand. And that can be achieved. So I thought I would touch on those issues. Zesa, where is Zesa? You cannot farm without power. Zesa must be here. Agritech yapedza zvaita otakwenda. Irrigation Zesa is clear. So before we farm, we must sit down with Zesa. Do you guarantee us to chawane erema gets it out? And we also understand. There's got to be an understanding. There's got to be an agreement. Not kuti kungopinda chete ukuzesa yovarwa 24 hours, 38 hours, 48 hours. You lose money otenga diesel. Profit yako yese pera diesel. Why am I farming? Because of unplanned expenses. What kills the farmer is unplanned expenses. So what broke? So where is Zesa? Without power we're not going. So we must bring Zesa to the fore. Not only that, we must talk about the transformers. Talk about Zesa. Let me tell you what you have in this constituency. You've got the permanent secretary for energy, Gloria Magombo, Dr. Ariab. Permanent secretary for energy, Arimu constituency. She has a farm here. Did you know? No. She is the permanent secretary for energy. Ndiangari CEO Zera, Zimbabwe Energy Regulatory Authority. They are permanent secretary for Ministry of Energy. Number she would love to attend these meetings. So nyaye fuel ndianopa my license. Nyaye ma gets iri kwake. Saka chicha muno. Saka ari muno. Saka nyaye ye club ya mutaura nyati. Pane vanhu vakawanda. Vada kuisa mari vachigadzira club inoyi vari around. Kubva kune Zimplats yacho nekuti Zimplats ndakaiti saka imimi mapfumaka Norton maisiyaka maukenda kumondorengeza. One thing about Zimplats, they don't like controversy. So zvinhu zvikanyanya mutaura nobva woenda panyara. Look at what they've done to Ngezi. Look at the infrastructure they've put together, the recreation they've put together. Vakasiya Norton stadium nevamwe vasingazwisisa kati tinonovaka imwe tupata. Havadi zvenoise, havadi zvecorruption, havadi zvemakickbacks, havadi, because it's a stock listed company which has got to do things properly. Norton stadium nasiri kupi nasiraenda kunoseta uko. Yet Norton could have enjoyed. They wanted to develop Norton Town Council with some lights, zvese. Maridzi vakati nasi taifange tine abattoir here 1500 ndaloba kuti ini chii chamuri kuita muNorton. Sanzora takuisa abattoir. Nasi 1500 mabasa asipo zvaenda kucheko. Because you charge exorbitant prices. I mean, kana munhu achiunza factory inotenga mabasa 1000 munotomutira ndimari. Land 1,500 jobs are gone. After working so hard to get them there and so from having meetings and all that, it's gone to thing zero. Who suffers? So people will not be associated where there's too much controversy, there's so much talk, they move away. This club, they can turn it around in no time. The golf club, they will come in, they will do it, and so forth. So this club, they understand the purpose of this club. It's the narrow. Zekuti kune vamwe vanoti iri medu kana mukadzi wako varume achifamba achitaura kuti ndewangu une basa naro kumbariko anokubikira okuachira makuseni ofida vana uri kumuona every day unaye every day vamofamba havachita mukadzi wangu iwo ungabva wapipindura ipapo nainyati handisi ndinoseta mabaundari enyika handizviri ndosaka mchizona chita Mliswa ane nharo ane chii ndinenge nchimirira chokwadi mukaona pese pandoita nharo hazvizi zvangu koza kambobvunza munhu kuti no ningikiri chona mukuru tichitaura wenze zvikanzi iwewe ndikati but pandakanganisa ndipapi vamwe vakutaura zvakati kati ko pandakanganisa ndipapi ko kunyepa here ndizvo saka nekuti ndataura boundary yeNorton inodai unouya pane shop iyo pahalfway inonzi halfway kuside kunoka handizveri iri apa halfway ka handizveri halfway kana mapfuura apa ndio ya boundary kudai uku kuside uku munoenda round nekuranda about modai nyanoti apo ward 11 yochitanga handimuyamya sopanzo so iyo boundary haichinjike ndizvo zvairi so kuti vanhu vauyewo havo vashandise nzvimbo inoyi tanga tisati tada hedu kushandisa nzvimbo handizve taida kurongekana kudai handizve torongekana kudai zvinhu izvi hazvisi zvemunhu hazvisi zvani imimi munoita mamembers moita mamembers zvine constitution tochisangana mangwana toisa maadvert tochiita meeting tochielecta vanorana pano zvatopera zvaita sei kuti vanoenda kupi vanogona ngoenda kumaofisi uku kwese chichi but boundary haichinje Norton Farmers Association iripo farmers and upinda kunge vari part of this they don't have to come from Norton, they can even come from where they live. Are you understanding? Anybody who wants to join can come and join, but let's Chegutu East not say the club is in our constituency, because that's not true. But no one has ever stopped the people from Chegutu East to join this club. The reason why this club is like this, there's no membership, there's no leadership. Caretaker nyati varipo, maita zvenyu mushe mashedza and so forth, councillor varipo, munhu wese taisa notice mupaper kuti musi wakati mune kana pane an object here and so forth. Vanoziva kuti pane vafana vakada kunodza papa ndikavasungisa kunyepa vakatikumbira kuti hachada kusvika paclub pamene vachiri kusvika vakatouya kuzotokumbira ndivakupinda kujeri donga chiyavenonodza kuti tanga tiri sorry hatidi kuita ningi tauya pana patada kuti vakaita noise ati alright itai noise vakazotouya kuzokumbirwa nachairman weyouth kuti no sorry hatichasvika panapa umwe wacho anga ari mwana wamwenda mberi sabhuku vakazondikumbira ndikati alright kana zvinhu kasi condition ndeyekuti hamuchatsika pano namanje vasati vatsika saka ndo vainyanyonetsa vacho ivavo kunyebere nyati komwe akunetsa kuti ndiani nyati Saka matakuita zvinhu zvine constitution nyati varipo vanazvo nana TC toisa advertita zvinhu nenzira yekuti hapana challenge kukoti nekuti yese AGM yechinhu ine constitution. Andizve constitution yepana pairipo. Meeting yoshedzera yose bemusi wakati kunenge kune ma-elections. Touya panapa. Tinoziva watinoda. Zvevarungu zvemaclub zvanga zvisi zveningi politics zvekubhasa vanhu. Sekuru musazobhasa vanhu. Kuti abva compound hende munovhota aiwa izvi ndezvomunhu anenge abhadhara membership. Andizve zvoya panapa mowirana mega kuti ava ngavapinda necapacity ngavapinde moita zvechirungu muchimwa tea muchimwa whisky necoffee panapa varungu kana muchidza maclubs. Ini ndini chairman weKaroi County Club. Yanga yatorwa ndakazonoitora kukoti manje iri musitamangu. Karoi County Club iri musitamangu. Vamwe vaita nharo futi kuti ndeyaningi ikati alright tichapedzerana. Handizve mouya panapa mowirirana kuti varume hatidi zvenharo anoita chairman ndiani uyu anogona zvemari ndeuyu. Meeting yoti papa takutanga meeting. Mabrystons enyu aripo chichi vana aripo vari kutamba recreation waita nhingi meeting nde 15 minutes varungu ngatiwiranei. I propose chairman. Objections? No. I propose objections? No. I propose, thank you very much. The meeting is done. Chairman, you are there. Can you say something? Finish. Meeting is done. Maenda. Pana ganyo waripo wadika waripo and so forth more. But mnotaurirana zisu zvekuda kuengana zvokuda kuti hazvina mafactionism. Handizve chinhu chada kana madaro manje tanda kuno kupresentai kune vane mari kuti sai budget toda kuti ichi chigadziro denga. We need the club to be totally done 23 months to be renovated. You have a professional kitchen here, you have everything and so forth. It's on the main road. But knows that mukapfura paya my programs that know the say we are able to sustain our salary our mona to know ochi zvogadhiriswa mushe and so forth. Ongwana gona vange vane vanhu vari kubata to rent nekuti hapana munhu ari kubhadhara. Makuchinja kuti anyati ipai vanhu venyu notice zvinhu zvaprofessionals. Handizve. So this is how you conduct it. So the constitution is there. So let's go by the constitution. So we'll support that. I think TC will be able to provide the constitution, but you must be a member first.
Yeah.
Handizve. Vamoyo varipo panapa vari padhuze ndo maticha anga ari pekudhara. Vana former DIO varipo maticha hapana zvachaita retire vanoda zvekunyora chirungu zvekuverenga and so forth. Munovapa zvimaningiri. Towana computer inenge iri panapa. So ndakuenda kunyaya yemacomputers kuti a lot of things are happening but no records. The government haina capacity. Vasengai vamunoona panapa can only do so much. One, government has no resources. We cannot keep on complaining with government haina resources. We must say, what can we do to support it? Ndipo patasika. And ndipo patasika. So as Norton Farmers Association, because I respect the leadership which is there. And did kuti rambe ndichita imimi one kwa ini now come with some support. One kwa kunge maku improve agriculture. Vunzaya sengai ma motorbikes amunoda munoton manga. Handizve. Yes, there's my computers ndakatokutsvagira kudhara but ndoda kuextenda kune nzvimbo yakati because kune company yandakaona inorentesa macomputers for 3 years. How? Because there's no point kutenga computer nekuti chinhu chinoparara. Andimazvona. So they have an idea kuti unorentesa vakuita kugovernment and so forth vakauya kwandiri vanoda kupinda muNorton. Handiri kunyepa vanhu vanoda kupinda muNorton kuinvesta vakawandisa chaizvo. Vakawandisa because ameno say vachida Norton but vanofunga kuti uku ndekwe development chete zvepolitics hakuna. So company yakauya kwandiri iyoyo ikati I think they've probably done about 10,000 computers with government right now. They gave you a computer and everything. You pay a rental to them. Ikafa vanokupa inyowani. Ichipera ichibva vachikupa. So if you work out the cost, it's better. That's why I felt ikunyanya the government is not going to kufa. Mukatenga nyowani ikafa and so forth. You need to now have a company. You know what I say? So panema warrant aripo so haisi yenyu. But imimi mukushandisa as much as you want. So that the Q rent computers. Vacha uya kuzopa presentation. My computers are mroda mwenda kunoona and so forth. Agritechs must have my computers. My farmers all must have my laptops. Where they are going there, storing information. Not only one. paende zvese anenge ane laptop yake oona kuti murume uyu ndeupi ndeuyu ovhura laptop yake ndizvozvo nezvimasystem zveinternet zviripo dhongo opiwa obikira imomo autoresearcha ipapo kuti mvura amati mvura yaisi kunayo ogoogla ndizvo zvapo achitaura nemi ane makombiyuta aya saka ndo zvaanobetsera kufamba now and so forth. So I already committed myself to buying them one, but I think they need more than one. And Mapango, they need more than